by popular demand. People want to know, where am I? Okay, I'm here. But I come to give you a real special message today. And it's not about me. This message is not about me. It's about a individual who is well read. You know, that's the thing about people who are incarcerated, who they don't serve time, they let time serve them. Meaning, using your time wisely to read, to study, to improve yourself. This is what R.H. did. R.H., man, he really is very well. I haven't seen anyone more knowledge that we can use in this day and time than R.H. And I'm not just saying it because I heard a few videos. Before I recommend somebody, I got to really investigate them, because my responsibility is make sure the people are not led astray. We're already in a war. Why would I bring you somebody to keep you in bondage? RH is about freedom, justice, and equality with understanding of what those words mean. Now, I'm an elder. He is technically an elder as well. However, I'm a more, I say I got about 20, 25 years on him. But I'm looking to him for a higher knowledge because he's been doing this longer than I have. He's been researching, studying longer than I have. But the things that he have shared that I have understood is because I have done my own research. And I know what he's saying is true. So the many, many, many things that he's sharing that I have no knowledge of, let me know this is a person needed for this time, because they say the divine people lose their life because of lack of knowledge. So that's been a prayer. That's been a prayer from eons that the people of the book, so-called God's people, obtain the knowledge needed to free themselves. You put yourself in bondage, you can free yourself. So, hey, I'm getting some messages. Yes, I'm looking for men. Absolutely. I've got a lot to share you what it takes to be a man. First, you got to secure yourself, your mind, who you are. You got to know that without a doubt. You got to have 12 specific principles you got to live by. I will give you all that. These are your general orders, your 12 disciplines. That's all these things were about in the what they call the 12 disciples. The disciplines you have to know. So if I didn't greet y'all, let me say again, since I do see people coming on. Greetings, everyone. This is, they call me old school of TAIFA World Ministries. I start off just TAIFA World Enterprise. The ancestors gave me that name. Then as I got into it, the knowledge, a year in, he said, no, what you doing is ministry. I am ministering. So I had that official paper and everything lined up as a ministry. It's happy to hear y'all here. I didn't know how to actually get people to come on. I didn't. I thought I had to have 1,000 subscribers and things like that. But it's happy to see that, man, it's working. People are coming on. People are tuning in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hanging around, seeing what old school got to say. I've said it all really. If you watch my videos, most of my videos are in shorts. I'm 1,000 in. Yes, over 1,000. Wait, yeah, over 1,000. Last I checked, it was 1,100. And the reason why they're shorts is because that's where I started off doing shorts. And it disciplined me to the point that I had to make the point in first it was 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, then a minute. That's the way the program worked. So for months, I had to say what I had to say in a minute. I didn't want to go that route of KYC. I didn't want to go that route of paying somebody to speak. So, yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for coming in. I am your brother. I have many names I go by. I keep it private because that's what I teach. I got to be what I teach. Everything's really about privacy. When you become a public, you really become a slave. That's what slave mean. Yeah, being public. But you just can't jump up and be private. That's a process. You have to know what you're doing. It takes study. It takes detailed knowledge, specific knowledge. And I give you all the hints. I mean, I've taught so much in the last year. My shorts. All you gotta do is go back and look at it. Any more questions? Anybody else want to chime in? That's the way life is. You may wonder about something and just have a will for it to happen, but you don't actually know the process. Because especially if you go into a higher vibration, you always want to know how to get there. And the solution is simple. You just got to maintain and do what you know to do what's right. You know, and one thing you should be doing, family, is meditating. That's how you speak to yourself. It's two of y'all. You know that. He calls the God and the devil. It's true. Anytime somebody is judging, putting somebody down, that's that evil part of you doing that. It's not really who you are. When you're elevating people, no matter what they are, make sure you're keeping the right thoughts on them, on the up and up. That's the creator. Look at it like this. We're all children of the creator, right? Yes. If you're living and breathing, you're children of the creator. You are. So if you are coming from the creator, since we are coming from the creator, and he's what? All knowing, all powerful, all seeing. You have these attributes as well. It's not in the quantity that your father has. So you have to get back what has been taken from you. Because somebody had to rob you for you not to have them now. Been robbed. I've been robbed. Yes, simple. I've been robbed. Yes, Laundry, I've been robbed. So I'm doing good today because I'm getting back what was taken from me. And one way you get it back is you share with your family, your familiars, things that you learn, and you be given more. It's all about sharing. I talked about the community I grew up in before the fall. Oh, y'all didn't know about the fall? Yeah, the nation fell. Our nation just fell about 80 years ago. Well, 70 something. Let's say in 1954, if you want to have a date. This is what the Spirit wanted me to share with y'all. Our nation fell to the point that we had to get embassies overseas. We had another nation established overseas. I give you more on this, those who want to ask specific questions, because I know it's more than family here asking, who's listening. Oh, yeah, I'm followed because I'm loved. So the point being made is that we all have a. Okay, excuse me, let me read this. Somebody says something. Blessings today. Remember, health is body is a temple. The church. Um, well, you are the church. You don't need to go to church. You go to church in your meditation. You ask the Creator what you want. First, you gotta still your mind, quieten down. Whenever you go to a congregation for leadership outside your community, your family, people you know, you've been misled. And I use a phrase, I can tell people my community because of the way they greet you. See, they let me know who you are by the way you greet me. And I don't really want to talk to people who are not in my community. I'm not here for you. I know who you are just by your words. See, we have had problem with infiltration. We've been infiltrated everywhere we go. We're infiltrated. The reason why we're in the condition we're in is because of infiltration. People just hate for us to come together. Their whole life is around infiltrating. And it's natural to the point because when you are vibrating at a higher vibration, when you have that godly energy, you're going to attract the lower energy. They're going to find you. You're going to attract because you have something they don't have. And they don't even know why. They just come to you and attack. Why are these attacks coming from? You got to know who you are, who your enemy is. You got to know the rules of chess. This is beautiful. I'm actually having my ministry right now. You got to know the rules of chess. Read the instructions. White attacks. Black defends. Defend what? Hmm. But I don't want y'all to get mixed up with this. What do you call it? These lies that white folks are the enemy. Racism is keeping you from doing anything. Forget all that stuff. That is low vibration enemy. What you need to keep eye on is the person who looks like you. Same for white folks. Black folks ain't your enemy. The people who are doing the killing and murdering look like you. You don't believe me? Just look at TV. If you don't believe that, it's everywhere. So you got to realize that, as I said before, we all are children of the Most High. We have different purposes. And some people come here to attack. Yeah. It's not going to attack you if you know who you are. See, they're attacked because lack of knowledge is disregard of the self. Now, I'm not faulting people who don't know, but you have to be on the road to know. Well, for you to verify whether I'm saying is factual or not means you have got to do your research. Now, when you do your research, you always have something to add to what's being said. You see, I don't like, in other words, this is not an amen corner. If you come here, show me what you got. Because in sharing, you got to exchange knowledge. I'm giving knowledge. Give me some. Give me something back. Don't just say amen. You a man too. And this is what I want my people to do. Ignore the detractors. There are people out there who just attack. They attack anything they don't understand. That's who they are. They're God's children. And the purpose of them is to take your energy. Now, they can only do that if you allow them to. So there's good testers for you. You have to get upset with somebody who's making you, allowing you to be a better version of yourself. You thank them. You thank them, say, oh, thank you. I'm a better person because of what you're doing. You did it for evil, but it worked for my good. My people look like me. Who my people? Your people look like you. Are you that dumb? This is really funny. Now, when I say my people look like me, there's also the people I got to be the most worried about. If you go back and listen, I was just saying that your enemy is not outside of your community. So what I want y'all to do, who are not my people, what I'm saying is not pertaining to you. It don't even interest you. And the people who talk about racists are the racists. Because that's their little tool they use. You know, in other words, let me give you the history of racism. That's something that they created. That's something they created. The people who benefit from it created it. So they can use it for their own advantage. And when you don't follow their program or what they want you to do, they turn it back on you. This man is very subtle, I'm telling you. He's very subtle in his way he does things. Okay, somebody mentioned Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's a genius. Yes, he's a genius. Matter of fact, anytime you see somebody attacked in lynch, technical lynching, a high-tech lynching, that person is a prophet. The enemy don't attack their own. They only attack the gods. So you can tell who's doing the right just by who's been attacked. Look at 45 right now, who's been attacked, right? The man who's done more for this country than anybody in my lifetime, he's been lynched. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Oh, these people really making my vibration higher. They get paid for doing this, you know that? They get paid for saying, let me see if I can disturb these people, keep them from elevating. They doing what they're here to do. They're God's people. Now you got to know what gods you're going to serve, because they have taken over the airways. They're lying everywhere. And how do you know they're lying? Their mouth is open. They're moving their lips. Well, it looks like the robots have taken over the internet. They won't let my people come in, so I'm going to sign off here now because the community has been infiltrated, y'all. But we'll be back, and we'll spend as much time necessary. Okay? So thank y'all for my community who came and tuned in with me. And for those who are not in my community, keep doing what you're doing. Keep it up.